6-year-old beauty pageant contestant JonBenet Ramsey was found deceased on December 26 of 1996, the day after Christmas. To this day, the person who unalived her remains a mystery. Many people believe the perpetrator had to be a family member. Some even speculate it was JonBenet's older brother, Burke. Burke was 9 years old at the time. Here's why Burke remains at the top of some people's list of suspects. In JonBenet's autopsy, it was revealed that the little beauty pageant winner suffered blunt force trauma to the head, leaving her with a severe skull fracture. She also had a cord around her neck. The coroner also noticed pieces of what he believed to be undigested pineapple in her stomach. Now, according to JonBenet's mother, Patsy, Burke was the child who ate pineapple along with milk and tea that night. And this was while JonBenet was upstairs sleeping in her bedroom. So how did JonBenet end up with pineapple in her stomach? Did she go downstairs and nab a piece or two from Burke's bowl? Did that maybe enrage Burke, causing him to grab a nearby object, a flashlight that was out? And did he use it to hit JonBenet on her head, unaliving her by accident? This is pure speculation. Burke has never been charged with any crime related to his sister's death. But Burke displayed disturbing behaviors before and after JonBenet's death. According to FBI Special Agent Jim Clemente, Burke had a history of scatological problems. There's a new word for you if you don't know it. Scatological refers to, well, poop or excrement. The French call it merde. Burke had reportedly left poo around the house, and per the Ramseys' housekeeper, Linda Hoffman Pugh, not Pepe Le Pew, Hoffman Pugh, Burke was caught leaving caca in JonBenet's bed as well as spreading it on walls in the house. Gross. And when crime scene investigators processed JonBenet's bedroom after her death, they found feces smeared on a box of candy. Burke allegedly smearing feces like this would seem to point to psychological issues, as well as possibly some jealousy toward JonBenet. It's been said that Burke also had anger issues. A family friend of the Ramseys reportedly said that Burke got mad easily and had previously hit JonBenet with a golf club, which the neighbor said left a scar on her face. That scar bit, though, is just a rumor. It was never mentioned or cited in the autopsy report. The poo issue and the potential anger issue point to a deeply troubled boy. Also concerning are Burke's answers to questions during his interview with law enforcement, which took place 2 weeks after the crime. Burke told investigators that he felt safe and wasn't worried about an intruder coming back to the house to get him. Clemente also said there were answers and feelings that were very unusual for a child. You'd expect a child to feel scared and unsafe after his sibling had been unalived in that family home, allegedly, according to his parents, by an intruder. Most kids would feel that they were in extreme danger returning to any house where a sibling had been unalived. Burke's lack of fear would be highly unusual unless he knew there was no intruder to blame for JonBenet's death. This could lead one to believe that JonBenet's death was not at the hands of an intruder, but rather someone in the house. Burke's alleged mental health and anger issues may indicate that he was capable of acting out on JonBenet. Not to unalive her intentionally, but potentially by accident. Burke told the police he first asked his dad where JonBenet's body was found. It's really odd for a 9-year-old to ask about his sister's body in a situation like that. And when asked how JonBenet died or his understanding of it, Burke did a physical demonstration of someone hitting her with a hammer. Most kids would likely not want to reenact something like that. When he was asked if he heard anything the night his sister died, Burke said, quote, "I always sleep real deeply. I can never hear anything," end quote. To those who study body language and language use, Burke's use of the words real and never may show deception. Basically, he's overselling these details with those two words. I always sleep real deeply, can never hear anything. Did Burke maybe exaggerate with the words real and never to oversell his story? Was he trying to cover up his behavior that night? Burke also showed extreme discomfort when he was asked about a photo from the day of the crime. It was a photo of the kitchen table with the cup of tea and milk and the bowl of pineapple. Burke's extreme discomfort may suggest that he was responsible. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is T of Bed Crime Stories, signing off.